Okay, so it's been a day since I've recorded a video, but here I am. So I'm going to be doing another audio recording. And to everyone watching, if you do hear any thumping noise going on in the background of my video, that's my neighbors doing some yard work. So if you hear that while you're watching the video, I apologize in advance. But let's get right into it. So we got some news to discuss for the 76ers. So as you can tell by the title and by the ticker at the bottom of your screen, by the way, this is being done through StreamYard on record only for anyone wondering. So let's get into it. So it's likely, it hasn't been confirmed officially yet, that the league's going to investigate the Philadelphia 76ers for tampering in the PJ Tucker signing. Now, we suppose you guys, you know the tampering rules already and why this would be investigated for tampering. But for those of you that don't, that are watching this video, so if a teams are technically, they're not supposed to start talking to players and teams are not supposed to have communication until the free agency period officially begins. So obviously, considering the timing of the PJ Tucker signing, considering the rumors were out and it was all but confirmed in advance, everyone was playing, well, we're going to sign PJ Tucker before free agency officially started, and then we turned around and quickly signed him. It has created suspicions that we were tampering. And by the league's rules of tampering, truth is, yes, we were tampering. I will admit that as a Sixers fan. However, we know that there's politics when it comes to the league deciding to make teams forfeit draft picks for tampering in these deals and who gets a pass for it. Because we know a few years ago the Milwaukee Bucks had to give up a second-round pick for tampering. That's one example of how teams can be punished for it. But we know there are also examples of politics coming involved in teams with big players or major market teams, getting passes, like the Los Angeles Lakers with the whole Russell Westbrook deal. That was obviously some tampering involved in that. I mean, they were clearly talking in advance. Hell, we could even go all the way back to 2010. Let's face it, that LeBron and Chris Bosh deal, that trio super team with Dwayne Wade in Miami, that was definitely tampering. You know they talked about in advance. We know all the conspiracy theories go all the way back to the 2008 Summer Olympics that these three men talked. But the point being is, yeah, there was tampering in those two situations. There was no punishment dealt for those two right there. So there is politics involved with the league deciding who to go after and who not to go after. Now, I haven't heard any official reports confirming that they're going to investigate the Sixers for tampering in the PJ Tucker deal, but it seems like that's what's about to happen. So I will come back on. Well, I might come back and make another video if it is officially confirmed. But I just see this whole tampering. Some of these rules are a bit ridiculous. Because let's be real, a majority of these free agent signings and trades involve some form of tampering in one way or another. You notice how free agency starts and then all of a sudden within 2 hours a trade's put through. Usually in those cases, chances are they were talking about in advance. So let's face it, the majority of these trades and free agent signings have some form of tampering where they break the rules in the front office and the players have communication with each other before the free agency period starts. So I think this is all a bunch of nonsense right here because let's be real, majority of these free agent signings and trades do involve some form of tampering in one way or another. I just think these tampering rules are a little too strict and the league should go off with them. But you guys watch this, you can let me know your thoughts on this in the comments section. If you agree with everything I said, if there's an additional point you want to add to it, or if you disagree, let me know why in the comments section. I'll greatly appreciate your sharing your thoughts. So now I'm going to switch gears. Got one more thing I'm going to talk about on this early Saturday afternoon. Okay, so now 76ers Summer League thoughts real quickly. So last night, we had two Summer League games I haven't discussed. We had the game against the Miami Heat on Wednesday, July 13th. The Sixers did pull through with that, but I'm not so much concerned about the win-losses. There's one player who stood out these past two games I feel is at least worthy of giving acknowledgement to. Trevelin Queen. The Trevelin Queen was with the Houston Rockets last year. He mostly played in the G League. He got 10 regular season games. Now he's with the 76ers, so Yep, another Houston Rockets player going to Philadelphia. Philadelphia Rockets are rolling, but all right, all jokes aside. So I want to talk about Trevelin Queen right here because he has stood out these past couple of Summer League games. So on Wednesday against the Heat, he had 16 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds in 28 minutes of play, 4 for 7 on field goals, and he made his only free throw attempt. That was the biggest performance that stood out in our Wednesday Summer League victory against the Miami Heat. And yesterday against the Denver Nuggets, we won 97-71 in that Summer League game. And again, Trevelin Queen on 22 minutes, 5 for 7 field goals, 3 for 5 shooting, made all 4 of his free throws, had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 17 points. You also had Isaiah Joe. He did not play on Wednesday, but he did return yesterday in 23 minutes. He was 5 for 11 for field goals, 4 for 9 from 3. But he did have 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and 14 points. So another productive Summer League performance by Isaiah Joe. He's continuing the trend of productive Summer League performances. So and there is also another performance from last night that stood out. Riller stood out. Riller, guard, he had 18 minutes. 7 for 13 field goals, 2 for 4 3-points, 2 for 4 free throws, 3 rebounds, and 18 points, which, yeah, I hadn't even heard of this dude until now, but, I mean, in a Summer League game, one Summer League game isn't all that big a deal, but I decided to give Trevelin Queen mainly a shout-out because he's had 2 productive Summer League games. I feel it's at least worth acknowledging because he could have a spot on the roster come this upcoming season. He still has a chance to fight for a roster spot right there. And like I said in my live stream on Wednesday, I do think Daryl Morey is intentionally not signing some more free agents to try to force Doc Rivers to play some of these younger guys that he drafted and he signed. But that's a whole other subject in itself. So I wanted to come on here and give my thoughts on this whole possibly the Sixers could be investigated for tampering. Give my quick thoughts on some of the stuff going on in the Sixers Summer League, some of the standout performances by Trevelin Queen. Could be talking more about him in the future. If you guys have been following the Summer League, can also comment, let me know your thoughts on Trevelin Queen's performance. Also let me know how you feel about the Sixers Summer League, who's coming along and who's not. I'll be glad to read what you have to say in the comments section. And if you haven't subscribed already and you're new, do so. Hit that subscribe and that notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. Also drop a like if you haven't done so to help out with the algorithm. That's all I gotta say right there. To everyone that watched, thank you for watching. Most of all, have a wonderful, safe Saturday night. If you're gonna go out later tonight, do so safely. If you're gonna drink alcohol, don't drive afterward. Have a designated sober driver, Uber, taxi, or Lyft take you home. Nicky Steve signing off, and I'll see you next time.